Hello everybody, it's Tina from Tina's Crafty Life. How are you? I hope you guys are all safe out there. I am here with Do What You Want collab. I'm a little late, sorry, but I got a lot of products today, new and used, from Crafts by Tereasa, and as well as a joggle order today. So I wanted to play around. I got the brand new Delusion 12 little bottles, and I am so much in love with these new colors. I love them. So Tereasa and I, and when I say Tereasa, I'm talking about Crafts by Tereasa, we decided to go live and just putz. And I wanted to try out some of my new products, some I got from Tereasa that I purchased, some she sent me as a friend. And the first thing I did is I did this one. And what I did here is I took the Delusion paint and I just dabbed it all over. Every color that I got is on the background of this. Look at my hands, guys. You can tell I've been busy. I'm never clean, I swear to God. But then after that, I laid down this new stencil I received today. And that is a Delusion stencil. It is this one. Tereasa had this, and I loved it. So I purchased this, and it's from Joggles. They got good deals, guys. And I laid the stencil down. Excuse me. And I took a Delusion paint, and I stenciled it. And then after I let the Delusion paint dry a little bit, I took Distress Oxides of every color I got today from Tereasa, and I sprayed them on there. And then I let it dry. And then after a while, I waited for like, oh God, 2-3 hours. And then I came in and I spritzed the whole thing with water and tapped right here. Or actually, I just really spritzed on these items. And then after that dried, I did the black first. I did the black pen, which I got from Tereasa. These are so cool. And I'm like, do they make more colors of these? I've been looking for a pen, a marker, anything besides a Sharpie, because I go through Sharpies. Every time I go to a Dollar Tree, I pick up a Sharpie because I'm ruining tips doodling on paint. I like to doodle. And Tereasa sent me these today, and I don't know how you say that, Pasoka? I don't know. She sent me a black one, and she sent me a white one. I'm in love with these. And I'm like, Tereasa, did they make more colors? And she's like, yes. And I'm like, oh, I gotta get me some more color. I gotta get colors. That is wrote down. That's on top of my wish list, actually. I'm so in love with them. So this one, I did the black. Well, I did both sides, because I was gonna cut this up to make a bookmarker, because I am reading stories every other night to the grandkids right now through Facebook Messenger, and I want to have a bookmarker. Well, guess what? I couldn't cut it up. I just couldn't do it. I never even did the bookmarker yet, so I will do that later. So that is the first one, and then I turned it over because my intentions, like I said, I was going to cut up to do a bookmarker. So I did both sides on this one, and this stencil I used was actually, what I did here is it's Delusion paints, and all I did is kind of do squares and here and there. That's it. And then I laid this stencil down, probably like that. Oh, there we go. I put this stencil down, and I didn't use a color that really showed up good, I'll admit. It was like a pink, and I didn't pop it. So I went back, again, with the white marker, and then I went back in and just doodled with the black one a little bit. Lines, I added here and there, circles. So that's how that turned out with that one. So that is this one. Like I said, it's like so cool. And then this one, again, it's Delusion paint, and it's a Delusion stencil, and I just laid this one down, And it's a Delusion stencil. And I went, so it's Delusion paint underneath, all the new colors. And a lot of us use black and white. So what I did today, I actually used the Delusion brown. And that's what that looks like. And this one I didn't do on the back. So then we were talking to Crafty Shack, Jude, I got that wrong, I know I did, but Jude, she lives in New Zealand, was on the chat, and she was telling Teresa and I how she did mixed media on jean material. And I'm like, I got a piece of jean material. And so I got the jean material out, and Teresa had got a book, Diane Weekly, I believe. It's a mixed media journal, and there's actually Demon jean material in the book. So she got that out, and we decided to do prompts because I was doing jean material. She goes, and Teresa was surprised. So this is ours, or mine, from the. It's all it is. It's a piece of jean. It did soak through a little bit because I used. I'll tell you what I used on here in a second. So there is Delusion paint on here. There is hot glue on here. There's tissue paper on here. There is music paper in here. And then I also used my favorite thing of all time. And Teresa, she wasn't using hers, so she sold me hers. Is the Jane Davenport drips. I don't even know if this is an alcohol. It's an ink, but I know that. But it's not. I don't think it's an alcohol ink. What's it say up there? Ink, redoutable ink. So, let me see. I never really paid attention. Doesn't really say. All I know is these are one of my favorites because they blend well. I love blending. So, I did the paint, all the steps, and then I had the prompts wrote down, but, right here. The prompts were use brayer, collage, add circles, use stencils, use crinkle paper, add texture, and a wild. So, my wild was the ink. And for my texture, there's a stencil. This is, see this right here where the hot glue is, if you guys can see that, right there? I actually, when it said for a stencil, that's a stencil. And then when it said add texture, I just took hot glue and went over where I stenciled. And then the wild for me was I took my Jane Davenport and I dripped at the top and a couple colors. Actually, I sprinkled here because I didn't know if it would have the same effect as it does when I do on paper. So I thought if it just dripped and it didn't spread, I'll have drips all over. So I dripped this one all over. And I think I did 4 or 5 colors. And then Teresa was kind enough. She was telling me, I was saying how I said I wish I could find ink or spray of silver, copper, brass, and gold. Well, she goes, I ordered you a copper. So I said, copper, I use a lot of copper in my steampunk. She got me this zinc dye spray. It is copper. So after I dried the everything, and it was the last thing, I added the copper to this. So it gives it this sheen color. Isn't that cool? And that's on a piece of jean. So that was kind of cool. That was fun tonight. We had fun, Teresa and I. We were on for 4 hours. So that was cool. Can you tell I lost my voice? So that was what we did live. And then Teresa and I got off. I went ahead to my little snack. And then I went and watched Tim Holtz for an hour and a half. Because today I got some Tim Holtz products I've been really interested in. I got the Alcohol Lift ink, and I got his pen. And I was like, oh yeah, I have to play. I had to play. And so what I did is I did these. And, you know, I did his techniques. I was following him. And I was really interested in the lift, the lift. And I used some of on here. As you can see, there's some marker. I wanted to see if this would work on the alcohol, and it does. So these were experimentals. But I'm loving it. And then, look at this, guys. These are this ink here. Because after you use the re-inker, you can stamp it on paper. So I got some images too. That's kind of cool. What I really think is cool is the blending pen. I'm loving it. It's just putts in here. But I didn't order his like little tray. But I had some kids' paint containers that had very little paint in it from after Riley used it. So I cleaned it out. And I dabbed every one of the alcohol inks I have of Tim Holtz right there. Ain't that cool? I mean, he has his own, but hey, I had this handy. Why not? So what I'm really loving about this is this right here. And I can't wait to actually sit down and do a bigger project. Is I can color with his ink. I'm so it's like, oh my god. So I really love this right here. This was a good buy. I got this from Jago too. And like I said, it's just a watercolor container. So don't throw out your plastic watercolor containers if, you know, anymore. Because I can do both sides here. I mean, if I get more of his inks, I can fill this side up. I can even fill this because they dry. Because look at, let's pick this up here. And add it. I like the fact that it can I can blend a little bit, you know what I mean? When I'm coloring, and come back, make it darker. If I'm not happy, or because when it starts the blending solution, because you have to put the blending solution. This comes dry, and you have to put the blending solution. You take the nib off. This nib comes off. I don't want to touch it right now because my hands are filthy. But you take this nib out, and you put a couple drops in there, like 3 times, 4 times, and then it's all good. I was like, yeah! This is probably my favorite new toy right here. I mean, oh, look at these illusion images. I can color with Tim Holtz alcohol. I don't know. I'm going to try something real quick, guys. As long as I'm on here, let's see. And then just to clean the nib, just kind of like a piece of paper towel. What I want to try is I also have the Brie Reese. And I'm just going to put a little bit on this side. And let's see. I don't know if these will work with the blending solution. I hope I don't ruin it. But we will see. So I'm using a Brie Reeves with the blending pen. So I'm just going to pick up. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Let's see if it cleans off as well. Why waste it? Let's color here. Why am I wasting it? That was dumb on me. I probably got a little too much of the blue on this one. Oh my lord, this is so cool. Teresa, you're definitely going to love this pen. And just to clean it, it's rub and rub, and it'll come clean. I stained it a little bit with the Breweries, but nothing major. Because look at, can't see it. And if I really wanted to, and I'm not using, I'm just using cardstock right now. But I guarantee if I stamp these on a Nuvo, I really could get it worked out. That I run that, but no big deal. But it's all about experimenting right now, you know? Because they're new products. Now that I know I could do that, I might put Tim Holtz and Brie here. It'll dry eventually, I hope. If not, I'll just wipe that little spot out. But I wouldn't see why it wouldn't dry. It is an alcohol-based marker. Let's make her eyes blue. Where's she? And just it's getting lighter too as I clean it. So the Brie grease didn't ruin the nib. And I have to see if they make refill nibs, you know, or if you have to buy a pen every time. Because it would be a good, cool idea if they have the refill nibs. You know, you can buy a pack or something in case you ruin the nib. And I bet you if you really want to get it totally clean, just add a little of the blending solution on the tip. You'll probably get it real clean. I'm not too worried about it because it ain't affecting it from doing it. I mean, let's see. Where was I? Let's pick up purple. Yeah, see, it's not affecting the usage with the Tim Holtz. Got a lot of purple on there. I have to learn control. What I mean by control is that I don't have to pick up as much when I go in. One little dab to look at. Unless I want it real dark, you know? I mean, right now I'm just sloppy coloring. I'm not, but if I really wanted to get technical, I mean, I can really get in there. So, pretty cool. I'm really happy with what I purchased. And this is my Do What You Love collab idea tonight. I just wanted to share a little bit of ideas if anybody's interested, you know, in because I'm new to a lot of this alcohol stuff. Like, I never knew about blending solution until Teresa told me. So, you know, for Teresa's, what she told me, maybe 3.5 years she's been crafting. And when it comes to this type of mixed media, the alcohol inks, Teresa has taught me many, many things. And I love doing mixed media. I've done mixed media for a while. But when it comes to the alcohol, I kind of branched over, and I learned that from Teresa. Because that's where I got this whole tray full. There's items I bought from Teresa, and I have experimented outside my comfort zone. So thank you a lot, Tereasa. And an alcohol, Tim Holtz alcohol. I just realized when I was organizing tonight, I had some old ones that were my mom's. They're still in there. That are like, I don't even know what color this is. It's probably one of his first out. Because look at the bottle labels, guys. So these are pretty old. And my mom's been gone 11 years. Let's grab. Let me see what this color is. This one's called Ginger. And look at the difference how the bottles are. Isn't that funny? So, I got my little basket here. They don't fit in my little container. Because that one's filled up. Okay. So, that is Do What You Want collab. Or do what you love, do what you want collab. So, remember, save your watercolor things if kids use all their watercolor out of them. They're nice little dishes. I have another one that's purple that I realized didn't have much paint in. Watercolor paint. I kept it. I'm going to use it as a paint little, So, I want to thank each and every one of you for spending your time with me with Do What You Want collab. I hope everybody is taking the steps that, to be safe and stay at home. Wash your hands 100 times a day. Just like you are. I'm not giggling if that is bad, but I tell you, my hands are so dry that I'm lotioning them besides. Just be courteous to you all. I mean, we're all going through it, everybody. This is the time not to be selfish. So don't think of others. So I'm going to let you go. I hope you all are having a wonderful day and night, and as always, be happy, be kind, and really, really be safe. Be funny, be crafty, and bye for now, everybody. Good night.